So anyway, so many things to talk about. Just a little bit. I've been here. First of all, Ski, thank you for having me. Last minute, like usual. I'm Sharon G. I was born and raised here, but I live in Florida. And ironically, talking about Orlando, that's where I live. So I'm 20 minutes north, so just, keep it over in like Hollywood Studios area, would you? But happy birthday. Was it live?
That was live, yeah.
Live, yeah, live. Happy birthday. And you were talking about Baby Shark. So earlier, I was at my great niece's. She lives in Iowa and she was in town, so I went to see her, and she had a Baby Shark vacuum cleaner that, my niece is going to kill me to tell you this. This is actually what happened. She has a Baby Shark vacuum cleaner that actually you charge it and it does something, but it needed to be charged. So she's 4 and she ran to go get different chargers. The second one she brought was for a sex toy. She goes, this will work. She doesn't have a rose. So it's not the kind of sucking that'll work for her. But anyway, so like being born and raised here was like a few years ago. I love Minneapolis, okay? Sorry, St. Paul, but that's just how it is, Girls are both pretty, but I love Minneapolis. So anyway, I wanted to go to Lake Calhoun. I didn't know they changed the name to something that's really hard when you're dyslexic, okay? Because it was early in the morning. I wanted to catch the sun rising. It's the biggest lake in Minneapolis, right? And I get there and I see this sign. It doesn't say, the lake it used to be, Lake Calhoun. It says BD and some stuff. I'm like, Deb, I don't know what to call it. Since it's the biggest lake in Minneapolis, I just call it Big Dick Energy Lake. And it's got a swing set there, in case you're a swinger, so it's got a little bit of everything for everyone there, right? And I was hanging out this one place where there was this couple, and I'm a guy's chick, but I'll go check out, when need be. So, or if she's a cool-ass bitch, I'll fuck with her then, but the high-maintenance ones, forget it. So she had a really cool ripped t-shirt, and as she's sitting across from me, her right titty pops out, or starting to, and I'm like, hey, your right titty kind of popped out. So she tucks it back in. A little bit later, the right titty's coming out to play again. And I said, how there's the Twin Cities. I think of them as sisters. I think of Minneapolis as the fun sister. And I think of St. Paul as the sleepy spinster sister that's like a drunk. It's kind of describes the roads. And so I said, right now, I'm going to call your right titty is acting like Minneapolis, and your left one's acting like St. Paul, so I'm going to call them the Twin Titties. So, now, being in Florida, one thing I've gotten used to is warmth and humidity, which the only reason my hair looks like this right now is because I washed it. Otherwise, it looks like crap because of the bigger it gets, the bigger the humidity, right? So, my hands are so dry. They're so cracked. Like, literally, I would hate to be a guy living in the cold and snow 9 months out of the year, because I would never want a hand job from someone. Because right now, if I gave a hand job, it would not be a hand job. It'd be an exfoliation job. Like, 10 grit sandpaper. So I would just be afraid of that because you need to slough off a lot of shit, I would suggest go to a clinic. But, so when you're talking about, we have birthdays, death, and what was the performer's name before me?
That was Phil.
Phil, it was great. You really did give it your all, like your teeth and everything on the stage. Like, I mean, you at first, okay, I'm a little high. So at first I thought the plug came out of the guitar. I'm like, wow, that's really cool how it still sounds like it's in the speaker. And then I realized it was your tooth. So, like we had birthdays, you're talking about death. So I'm a widow. And the best gift my late husband ever gave me was no more breath. Because he was a liar, and you really can't lie about not having a pulse. Finality. So, anyway, the first time I came here, I read a poem You guys do that here, right? I think
Yeah.
someone was reading it when I came in. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to read a poem that I wrote. All right, it's called Say My Name. I'm not a no-name, let alone pet names, by someone I hardly know. I'm more than hey, or what you doing, or fucking what's up, okay? I'm not your excuse for piss-poor behavior, nor am I your alibi in a blame game situation. See, you're fucking with the wrong woman, because I'm not a bitch, but I'm that bitch. A straight shooter. In fact, where I call it like I see it, you'd be surprised how many balls, strikes, fouls, and outs I call. When your own actions sever your mere existence to me, do not attempt a politician-type apology tour, because I've moved on to other and better movements than your straight-up bitch-assness. I'm a beautiful female with oozing sexy pheromones that elicits healthy vibes and memories. Do not mistake my hard work for fucked up avenues where you can steer and veer abruptly without serious ramifications. I'm a straight shooter, so if my mouth pops off and you're affected with verbal flesh wounds, well, that's frankly called a natural consequence. If you so foolishly mistake my kindness and honesty as soft spots to abuse, sorely you are mistaken and of no use. My name is Sharon. I have a fucking lot to bring to the table. Take your generic, boring, hey, what you doing, what's up, and shove them where the sun don't shine. Because with or without you, babe, I motherfucking shine. Regardless of your wasted time. If you didn't care to hear before, my name is Sharon. I shine brighter than you will ever dim my fabulous, strong existence. Thank you all, and have a good night. I can never get this in, Steve. I never can get it in. It's a good thing I'm a girl.
That is the exact opposite of everything you've ever said on stage.
I know, right?